everyone, I am AlissaTheSimmer and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, it is very exciting because it is my very first collab with Luluphoria here on YouTube. She is a simmer here on YouTube just like me, and she makes super awesome content and super awesome videos. So the collab we decided to do was a two-part build. The first part is me building this house, and the second part, she is furnishing it. So you need to go over to her channel and check her channel out after you're done with this video to see how she furnishes the place. I was super excited to be doing this collab with her, and when we first started talking about it, I wanted to do a smaller, modern house, like something very simple, just because I prefer doing simpler builds and smaller builds. But this house did not turn out that way at all. I was kind of messing around, just seeing what I wanted to do, and this house just came out of nowhere, and I was just like, it's such a big house, but I love it. So I just continued building it, and I started filming, and it just really worked out. Like, it's a really big house. It has probably about 6 bedrooms and about 5 bathrooms. Like, a lot is going on, but it's really cool. Yeah, but the place is pretty big, and sometimes I don't like big builds. Like, I don't like bigger houses in The Sims, especially like some on the gallery. Like, when I'm looking for a family house really quick, I'm really picky about what house I pick or use, because a lot of the time the houses are like really cluttered and like hard to navigate with your Sims because there's so much stuff about. Like, I like the cluttered look, but I don't like it actually to be cluttered. You know, like, people add CC to their game to put clutter in their game to make it look like real, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like actual, like, just so much stuff that you can't navigate your Sims. The worst, I hate when I'm trying to make my Sims go to the bathroom, but there's so much stuff in the bathroom that the toilet is so small, it never lets me click on the toilet. And I'm just like, can you move this stuff? Like, but yeah, I'm very particular about what big houses I play in that game, but this house isn't like that. Like, the layout isn't as jumbled as some of those bigger houses, which I absolutely love about this place. Is it's spread apart. Like, it's not all together and crazy. It's definitely, everything has its own room and has space. Like, the hallways have space and everything, and I just really love it. I was able to see a sneak peek of what Luluphoria did, but I didn't see all of it, so I'm super excited to see her video, and you guys should be excited to see it too, just because it's gonna finish this house, and I love this house, and I cannot wait to see her video. So I ended up adding a few things outside. There's a lot of room on this lot, and I wanted to add a pool or something to fill up the space, and I did add a pool. I added a pool and some landscape and a funky, like an interesting design at the walkway to the house. I wanted to do that just because, like I said, there's a lot of room on this lot, and you could even add a lot more stuff, but I ended up doing that. And the sad thing is after I had done the landscaping, the pool, and the like walkway to the house, my game decided to crash, and it didn't save that part. Like the whole house was saved, but the landscaping and the pool and everything, the walkway, everything I did outside was not saved. So I had to go back and do that before I sent it. Like, I didn't have the final house saved. So anything you are seeing in this video is not what goes to Luluphoria or the pictures at the end, because I didn't get the pictures before the game crashed. I don't know if this makes any sense. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. I had to redo it before I sent it to her and before I took the pictures. So yeah, that's kind of what happened, and it was kind of sad because it took more time, and it probably didn't look exactly the same, but it was. I tried to mimic it as best as possible to what you're seeing in this video, but the landscape definitely changes, and I'm glad the landscape changed, because the landscape I did in this video was not as good and is not that great, because it's just really jumbled and it just looks kind of like a mess, like a landscape mess. But I kind of like what I ended up doing in the final house, the final thing that I sent to Luluphoria and that I took pictures of. So I kind of like that better than the landscape I ended up doing. The landscape I ended up doing in this video. So I'm painting the house. I wanted to give it like a two-toned house, because I feel like modern houses are more two-toned than like traditional houses are just one color. But this makes it look more modern, and it's definitely gives it a different flair. If this whole house was like white, it'd be really interesting, but I wanted to give it brick on the corners and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if that patio situation, like the balcony over there, is stable enough, just because I didn't put a column underneath it. It should be stable, but I don't know, like. So I'm doing a cute little plant situation over in this corner. I just thought it needed something, and I thought it was cute to add a bunch of plants, just because it's kind of like outdoor landscaping, but it's like potted plants. So I thought that was cute, just to add a little bit in the corner. And it's funny because in Sims 2, I think the Sims actually had to water the potted plants, or Sims 3 too. Sims 3 also, I don't know. I feel like you needed a gardener to do everything, and I know in Sims 1 you needed a gardener for your like plants, like your like bushes and stuff. But I don't know if I know The Sims 3 doesn't do it, but I just thought it was funny that you actually had a gardener and stuff like that. It's funny, I was playing with my mom, and she was kind of confused as to why we didn't have washer and dryers, because she played Sims 2 like a lot, and she was like, there's no washer and dryers, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of cool at the same time, because the washer and dryers and washing your clothes in the other game was kind of annoying and kind of a lot. Like, it took a lot of time to wash your clothes, and your Sims would be annoyed if there was dirty clothes all around, and I just thought that was funny. Maybe that's coming to the new family pack. That'd be interesting, is if they had washer and dryers in the new family pack. That's coming out. That would be super interesting and super family like, just because single people don't wash their clothes. I'm just being honest. I don't know how I got off on this. I'm doing this really funky design, like I said earlier. It's kind of like Argyle, but kind of not. I don't know. I really love it, and I thought it was a cool idea. It definitely added some pizzazz to the place. Like, just added some some, I don't know, artsy stuff. Like, it looks super artsy and I love it, and it looks super cool to me. It might not look super cool to you, but it looks super cool to me. So I have put the mailbox and the trash can in that corner, and I thought that was kind of cool because it's like tucked away but it's still there. And I don't know if that's a brick wall, but if it was a brick wall I probably couldn't do that, but like in real life. But I thought it was cool for The Sims. Now I'm doing some funky landscaping that doesn't stay, that ends up getting deleted because my game crashed and I had to redo again. So this is what I was doing the first time, but I kind of didn't use the second time. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like doing landscaping on The Sims. I like it a lot better than putting windows, that's for sure. But at the same time, I don't like doing landscaping just because it's like, do I make it messy? Do I make it super proper? And I feel like if you make it super proper, it doesn't look natural or it doesn't look real. I don't know. I don't like, I mean, I like landscaping and I like the stuff on this game, but I feel like there could be more. So in this corner is the corner that definitely changes in the screenshots and in Luluphoria's video, because I do not use any of that stuff, and I basically I decluttered that whole area and made it a little different. So there's a walkway to the pool back there, and I end up adding a fence, but the fence that is in this one changes because I used a single fence, but in the second redo of it, I added a bigger fence because it lined up better the second time around. But yeah, I think I'm at the end of the video. Please head over to Luluphoria's video and her channel and check her out. I'm going to leave all her information about. Go to her channel and check out how she furnishes this place. Here are a few screenshots. This is the lower and this is the top of the house. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and subscribe because I try and post videos every Tuesday. Thank you so much again, and bye-bye.